Welcome to the 2026 Sorority Volleyball Championship. My name is Jordan. I'll be starting off the live while we're waiting for our second. Wait! For some reason, our camera is not working. Our camera is not on. This is great. This is a great start to the game, you know. I think. Da. As soon as it comes on. There we are. Okay. And that is going to be a point first for Pi Mu.
Did you already say welcome and stuff? Good set up. KD pulling ahead, see if they could grow that lead even further. Mu with a good return. KD hitting it up, and over. Good hit there from KD, just getting it over the net. Goes up. Nice little hit there from KD, sending it deep into 5U zone. Good set over there from KD. 5U sets it up and hits it over. Good rally from the teams, neither giving up this point. KD with a good dive. Hits it over. Hits it up. Over. KD keeping it in play still. Good return there from the 5U player, keeping it in play and over the net. And a good attempted dive there from KD. Not quite enough to keep it in play.
Dude, we got the honey barbecue motherfucker. Oh,
shit. 5U with that point. See if they could grow this lead. Keep it. Good hit there from KD, getting them that point, tying the game up again. Good attempt to dive from 5U. As a reminder, this game goes to 25 points and the team has to be up by 2. 5U with a good set and hits it over. KD keeping it in play. It is also best 2 out of 3 sets. Good save there from 5U, hitting it all around their zone. KD hitting it over, 5U sets it up. Gonna smack it over there. KD with the up. Good over there from 5U. KD with the quick return, and 5U not quite able to keep it in their possession to hit it back over the net. Teams are going back and forth here with who is ahead. Neither team pulling too far ahead so far. See if anyone can change that. There's also been a lot of good rallies tonight between both of the teams, making for a good championship game of volleyball. Ball is out. Game is tied up again. Mu with the serve. Good deep serve. KD, see if they can return it. Not quite. Good try from KD. Weren't quite able to get a good hit after it rolled off of the net. that's going to be out. Score tied up again at 5-5. Good deep serve there from Katie. IMU serves it into the net. Good try. On this game, I am your announcer, Kira. Behind the computer and the camera, we got Jordan doing double duty over here. On the score, we have Ian as your head ref. You have a Miracle, and your two line judges are Jonay and Lacey. Good attempted save there from 5U, not quite getting there quick enough to get that save. Katie getting a 2-point lead here. See if they can keep it. Serves it into the net. Good try there. Good deep serve from 5U. Katie serving it up and hitting it deep into 5U zone. Good teamwork from both teams, talking through the play, making sure that someone goes after that ball. Almost gets it over the net there with Katie. Not quite a good enough hit. Tying the game up again at 8-8. Ball is hit out. IMU hits it up. Gets it over. Ooh, just gets it over. KD was ready for it though. Turns it quickly. IMU up. Taps it over. And KD knocks it out of their own zone straight to the score keep. Game is tied up again. Teams are going point for point here, not letting the other get ahead. KD hits it up and over. But it goes out. That is another point to IMU. Ball is in after it got called out by KD, getting 5U a 2-point lead. KD hits it up. See if they can get it over. Good over there, just getting it over. 5U players stretching out for the ball, not quite reaching it.
Whose mac and cheese bowl is it?
5U with the serve. KD getting that return over the net. 5U ready for it with a quick return. KD just tapping it over and it is called out.
When did Ian get over there? When did Ian get over there?
5U with a 2-point lead.
It's not catching.
It's up, up, See if they can get it back here after hitting it deep in their zone. Got to go over here. It's going to go out. FIMU growing their lead even further. Katie taps it over and gets them that point. See if they could use this serve to close that gap that FIMU got.
I needed to catch her, the server, but it's not catching.
They know that. No way they'll walk the lead.
Good save there from FIMU after it went so deep in their zone. Good return from KD. FIMU with the dive, keeping it in play. Hits it over the net. KD up, still keeping this ball in play. Taps it over. FIMU with the dive. Ooh, looks like it hit her face, but all is fair in volleyball. Managed to keep the ball in play, and KD smacks it into the net, getting FIMU that point. KD hits it up, and shallow over. FIMU player there, ready for it though. KD hits it up, and over again. FIMU knocks it back, and they're not able to get there fast enough to keep the ball in play. KD with the point. KD down by 2. See if they can close that gap, get the play back in their favor.
I can't get the server.
KD with a good tap, but it goes out. FIMU gonna get that point, growing their lead. KD hits it up, good set. It's gonna go, ooh, just barely over. FIMU player not able to dive there fast enough. Good try. Point goes to KD. Good little tap there from FIMU, getting the ball over the net. Bad hit there is going to get KD that point. Now only 1 down. See if they can tie up the game. FIMU with a good dive, hits it up and over. Good hit there from the KD player, just getting it over the net. FIMU player not quite able to return it. FIMU hits it up and over. KD player diving after it, keeping it in play, hits it over the net. Another good dive from KD, sets it up and over. KD with a good dive. Ooh, keeps it in play. FIMU hitting it straight back over the net though. And hits it into the net just barely, and that point is going to go to FIMU. FIMU with the serve, goes deep. KD manages to keep it up. Hits it back over the net. FIMU up, and the little tap gets it over. Ooh, good dive there from FIMU, keeping it in play. FIMU sets it up and spikes it over. Good set and over. KD hits it up high, see if he can get it back over the net here, and it goes over. FIMU with a good set and over. Both teams rallying for this point. Good set, goes straight over the net there. Hits it over the net. IMU gets it up and over. KD with a good save. Nice attempt to block from 5U. Didn't quite work, but they were able to get it back over the net. KD with a bad hit gets the point to go to 5U. Ooh, good hit there from KD. Didn't quite stay inside the zone, but they did manage to get it back over the net. IMU with the serve. And it goes out. See if KD can rally here and tie the game back up. IMU hits it up and over. Ooh, just barely getting over the net. KD taps it over. IMU keeps it in play. See if they can get it over here. Good over. KD ready for it. Hits it up, and that's going to be over. IMU is going to set it and tap it deep into their zone. KD manages to smack it quickly. IMU gets it up. KD with a good hit, set, and over. IMU sets it up. Again, goes over. Ooh, they hit it deep. Not quite able to save it. IMU is going to pull ahead. Ooh, almost went over the net there. Not quite. Point is going to go to KD. See if they could use this serve to rally as the end of the set comes closer. Good serve there from KD, hitting it deep into 5U zone. Ooh, good hit. See if they can save it. Not quite. Good try from KD. Time out.
Time out.
KD hits it up, gets it over. 5U with a little tap. KD keeps it up and is going to get it over here. 5U still keeping it in play, set and over, and it's going to be out. There's a good crowd for each team, cheering them on, wanting them to win this championship. KD with the serve. Just barely making it over the net. IMU turns it quickly. KD gets it straight back over the net. 5U returning it. Sets it up. Little tap over. KD's ready for it. Sets it up. Gets it over the net. And 5U tries to dive for it, but not quite fast enough. KD making a comeback here. Good set and over from 5U. KD smacking it over. 5U's ready for it and returns it, and it goes out. Good serve from KD. Instant return from FIMU. KD's ready for it. Gets it back over the net. FIMU returning it. KD getting it over with a spike. FIMU's ready for it. Keeps it up in the air. Hits it over. KD gets it up and over. Shallow, and a nice attempted dive there from FIMU. Not quite fast enough. Game is now tied up 22-22. And serve goes out. FIMU with the serve again. See if they can use this to close out the first set. Good deep serve. KD returning it outside of the zone, and this could be set point. Serve goes over. KD's ready for it. Hits it up. Sets and over. FIMU hits it up. Set. Little tap over. KD's ready for it. Hits it over again. Good dive there from FIMU, but they hit it outside the zone.
That's crazy. Wait, how do you get to your place?
Good deep serve from KD. FIMU keeping it up, getting it. Ooh, they hit it into the net. Game is tied up again. This set, at a minimum, has to go to 26 points now, as one team has to get 2 points ahead. KD hits it over. FIMU sets it up and taps it over. KD hits it up and over. FIMU's ready for a nice dive, keeping it in play. KD getting it just over the net. Quick work from FIMU, returns it. Good try there from KD, trying to save the ball after he gets hit so far out. This could be set point. And it's out. Game is tied up again. Minimum of 27 points need to be scored now from one team. Good up from FIMU and gets it over the net with a little tap. KD returns it. FIMU sets it up and over. KD, good teamwork, working with it, getting it back over the net. Good dive from FIMU and a little tap. Gets it over and gets them that point. See if FIMU can get one more point here to end the set. Serve goes into the net. This set just keeps going on and on. Neither team giving it up.
Yo, in a second, I'm gonna need you a hotspot. Just not charging my phone.
Little tap there from FIMU, gets it over the net. KD with quick return. Nice dive from FIMU, instantly getting it over the net, and that is going to get them that point. See if FIMU can get the point this time and end the set. FIMU serve. Good return from FIMU, gets it over the net. KD, good dive, see if they can keep it in play. And gets it over, nice save there from KD. FIMU getting it over, KD hitting it up. Getting it over, FIMU with a quick return, see if they get it over the net. KD just tapping it over there. FIMU taps it over. KD up and over. Nice come forward there from that FIMU player, keeping it in play. Nice rally from the teams, neither giving up this point. KD hits it up and over. FIMU, see if they can get it over here. Oh, nice try from KD. Not quite able to get enough of a touch on the ball to keep it in play. Again, 5U with that heads up. See if the third time's a charm and they could end this set. The serve starts off well. See if they can get the point. KD returns it. 5U keeps it up. Gonna hit it over here. KD hits it up and over. 5U keeps it up. Set. Hits it over with a little tap, but it goes out. Just back and forth between these teams. Neither want to give that first set. They still have a whole nother set to play after this one. Good serve, just making it over the net there from KD. KD gets it up and over, but it goes into the net. Nice save. Oh, it is called because too many touches. Maybe fourth time's the charm for 5U. Good start to start it off. Hits it and into the net, and that is the end of the first set. It is going to go to 5U. Let's see who wins this next set. If KD can make a comeback or if 5U will just win the set and sweep them in the championship. KD with a strong start. See if they could pull ahead here.
Muted, buddy.
KD with the strong.
Now.
KD with a strong start here. But game is tied back up 2-2 after that last serve. KD smacks the ball out of the zone. 5U now 1 point ahead. See if they can grow that. 5U is going to look to close out this set so that they do not have to go into a third to win the championship. KD is going to fight hard to win it, to stay in the game. And ball goes out. Good try there from KD, not quite able to keep it in the zone after hitting it over the net. Nice serve, just barely going over the net there from 5U. KD with a quick return, keeping it in the zone this time. 5U hits it over, KD hits it up. Did they get it over here? Good over there. Ooh, and ball goes into the net. KD with the serve, see if they can tie up the game here. Good serve. Goes a little too far, and that is going to be a point for 5U. Good dive there from 5U. And hits it into the net. Good try there.
I feel better.
Good serve from KD. Goes deep into 5U zone. 5U instantly returning it, and KD fumbling with it against the net, getting 5U that point. Good try there from KD, but they hit it into the net. 5U with a 3-point lead. Gonna see if they can grow that even further or if KD can tie the game back up. Good serve there from 5U. See if they get it over the net here. It's gonna go out, and that's gonna be a point to KD. See if they can use this serve to get those 2 points to tie up the game. Good hit from KD. 5U hits it up and over. Good hit there from KD, just barely getting it over the net. 5U returns it quickly. KD hits it deep, and it goes out. Ball is called out, and it is KD getting that point. Good serve from KD, hits it up. No one goes after it. That's going to be another point for KD, closing that gap. Now only 1 point down. Good hit there from KD. Sets it up and it's gonna go over. And it's called out. Good thing that player did not manage to get a touch on it because no one called it out. Game is tied back up. See if KD will pull ahead here. Ball is called out. That is going to be a point for 5U. Teams going back and forth, neither wanting the other to get too far ahead and fighting to close any gaps that the other team manages to get. And it goes out. Tying the game back up. Good serve. 5U keeping it up, and the little set hits it over. See if they get over the net. Good over. Good return there from 5U. Nice deep tap there. Katie. 5U hits it over deep. Good up. See if they get it over here. Good over. 5U instantly returning it. 5U is going to hit that deep into KD zone. Goes up. Ooh, over, but a little touch there from 5U. Gets it back over quickly. See if they get it over here. And it goes out. Again, point for point here. Good hit there from 5U, getting straight back over the net. KD gonna return it. Ooh. Two players went after it, neither managing to go to good touch. Good try there from 5U. KD now 2 points ahead. See if they can keep that lead.
Fight.
We do not want the players to fight. We are talking about hockey, if you heard what Jordan said. FIMU with the serve. Good deep serve. Called it out, but still went after it. Player is running straight towards me, and I just didn't move. Good thing she didn't crash to our table. FIMU hits it over. KD with a quick return. Two players went after it, making that a bad hit. KD, 2 points ahead. Good serve from KD. FIMU gets it up in the air. See if they get it over the net. Good over. KD with a quick tap. Dive. Not quite able to get it over the net. FIMU, good serve right into the middle of KD's zone. And KD's going to hit that out. Time the game back up at 12-12. Good hit up there from KD. Hits it over. FIMU keeping it in play. And it goes out. A lot of good out calls here from the teams, saving them from going after balls that are just going to go out of the zone.
That's the rest of the schedule.
Hits it up. Over the net. Good hit over there. And it is called in, just barely staying inside the zone. They're getting KD another point and a 2-point lead. Good serve from KD. Just hits that line. FIMU thought it was going out, but not quite. Good hit over there. See if they can save it. Not quite. Good try from 5U. KD pulling ahead here. See if they can keep that, or if 5U is going to turn around and close that gap. Good hit over. You hitting it up, setting it, and hitting it back into Katie's zone. Good return there from Katie. Nice shallow hit and a nice attempted dive from Katie, not quite working. Good straight return there from Katie. 5U getting it back over the net. And a good little tap there from 5U gets them that point. Good dive from Katie. Getting it back over. Good hit. Up. And over. You keeps it up. Sets it. Hits it deep over the zone and it's going to go out. Katie now with a 3-point lead. Good hit from Katie. No one able to get there quite fast enough, and that's going to be a point for 5U. See if they could use this serve in their favor to close that gap that Katie managed to get. Sorry.
My foot was resting. I'm scared there's like ants somewhere.
Good save there from 5U, getting it back over the net. Katie with a good return. 5U keeping it in play. See if they get it over. Good over, getting it deep in Katie's zone, but Katie returning it. And it stays in. Very enthusiastic crowd for Katie, cheering them on with each and every single point.
They don't know, Liz. They're doing a reward system now. They're not just taking everyone anymore.
Hits it over.
Shayna's turning it into a reward.
Calls out. Good try there with that serve.
Last year when she switched it, everybody that went weren't even at practice. Like the people that traveled, when she tried to switch it, it was only the people that wasn't at practice that went. If you want it.
5U with the serve. Katie getting it up. See if to get it over. Good over there. 2 5U players diving after, not quite fast enough. Good attempt. Katie with a serve. 5U returning it. Good attempt there from 5U, diving after that ball. Timeout called for 5U. Back from the timeout, see if that helps 5U to get those points that they need to end this game with this set. Katie hits it over, 5U taps it out of their zone.
Go girls!
KD hits it over. 5mu hits it up high. See if we get over the net. Good over. KD ready with the response. 5mu trying to get a little tap to get it back over that net. Not quite working. Good serve from KD. 5mu hits it up. Back over the net. Good call there. Calling it in. KD going after it. That one went out. 5mu with the serve. They are currently down by 5. See if they can rally and close those points to win this set. Good up from KD. Good chase from that player from the front. 5mu setting it and over. Goes out with no touch. We are now 2 points away from the end of this set. Good up from 5mu. Gets it back over the net. No one goes after it. There's another point for 5mu. See if they can use this serve in their favor. Good dive down there from KD. See if 5mu gets it over. Good over there. KD hits it up, and over. 5mu keeps it in play. So we get over here. KD hits it up. Just goes over. This could be set point.
Match point.
I've been corrected. It's called match point. Good dive there from 5mu. Getting it over the net. KD keeping up, wanting this point. And that is match point. Each team having won one set. We will head into a third set that goes to 15 points to see who wins this championship game. We are in the third set. The set goes to 15. Teams switch after 1, manages to score 7 points. Both teams have got 1 point so far. Good squat down there from Katie, keeping the ball in play. Just getting it over the net there. Yes. Find me with the good up. See if they get it over the net.
Oh, hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, they got one again.
Good hit over there from FIMU, and that's going to get them the point. It was a very nice rally from both teams. Neither giving up that point.
I'm sorry, I gotta stay with it.
Good.
Camera's life flat.
Good try from KD there. Hitting the ball out and straight towards our camera and giving us a little heart attack because that camera's holding on for dear life. Ooh, nice try there from KD diving after that ball to try and save it. Good serve from FIMU. KD dives after it, but the other player is not able to hit it back up. Time out. We are back from the timeout. FIMU with 5, KD with 1, and FIMU with this next serve. Still anyone's game, and that serve's gonna go out straight past our camera. Ooh. Y'all will all know what happens if you see the camera go flying. Another serve goes out. FIMU with the serve. Good serve over. KD not quite managing to return it as it gets stuck on the net. Good try.
I am till you put your little honey barbecue fingers on my computer.
Good hit up from KD to over the net. FIMU keeps it in play. Little tap from KD over the net. Ooh, wrong direction. Nice try there from the FIMU players. KD with that point.
You asked for it.
Good serve from KD. FIMU hits it out of their zone. This may be the rally that KD needs to get back those points to tie up the game. Good up from FIMU, and they spike it into the net. Good try. KD closing that gap point by point. And it's out. That's going to be another point for FIMU. And now teams will switch sides. Famu with the serve, and it goes into the net. Good try.
That's how long this game is.
Another serve into the net, back to back from both teams. Famu hits it over. Katie hits it up. See if they get over. Famu ready for it. Hits it up. Hits it straight back over the net. Katie returning it. Famu with a little tap over. Katie hitting it up.
Hey, y'all. Can y'all back up a little? We gotta see.
Katie getting that point. And it called out.
Wait, did y'all sweep off the stuff that was right there, or did it just blow off? It just blew off?
I'll get them to do it, but after their celebration, that broom thing needs to happen immediately.
Katie hits it up, up, and over. Famu with a bad touch. Gonna get Katie that point. Katie catching up. See if they can close that gap. Just getting that serve over the net. Famu stumbling to try to get it back over, not quite managing. Katie now only 1 point behind. Good hit straight back over there. Katie not ready for it, diving after it. That's going to be another point for FAMU.
That's not the reason for the rule.
No, there's a reason.
Good serve from FAMU. Katie getting it up. See if they get over the net. Good little tap there over the net. Ooh, and it's going to go out. Good try there from FAMU. Not quite getting it inside the zone.
We need to get like a leaf blower that like will go in reverse and like suck up.
FAMU hitting it straight back over with a little touch.
Yeah, vacuum there.
Katie hitting it deep into FAMU zone. FAMU hitting it up and over. And it is in. FAMU getting that 2-point gap. See if they can keep it till the end of this game. Good dive there from Katie, keeping it in play, allowing their team to get back over. Dive from FAMU, returning it straight back over the net. Katie's a little touch, keep it up, see if they keep it in play. Ooh, nice try. Not quite getting it in time.
Audio. I'm so serious.
Yeah.
I really. There was no audio.
For softball, I had someone else said that too, that there
I
wasn't any
swear.
audio for
Go
the
on the
softball
YouTube
game.
Channel. I really did. I went back and watched it.
Are you sure you weren't connected to your
Yes,
car?
I'm positive. Because I was trying to hear.
Katie hitting it up
Well, you were taking
and
pictures,
over.
weren't you? So was there any audio?
Katie hits it up, hits it over. FAMU hits it. Not quite able to get it in time after hitting it so far up. Katie has managed to tie up the game. It is still anyone's game.
They need to get with the people on the road side of the road have little stick things.
Yeah. The people in prison.
I don't want to say that.
Did they grab a bag or something to put it in?
Yes.
Community service.
Community service people, yeah.
Good serve there from Katie, just barely making it over the net. Little tap from FAMU, but Katie's ready for it. To back over the net, and it goes into it. 5U with that point. See if 5U can get 2 in a row here to end the game, or if Katie is going to switch it around into their favor. Good hit there from Katie. Nice try from Katie. This could be game point.
One more point, please. Come on, Anna, push one.
5U with the serve. Katie hitting it up. Up and over. 5U ready for it, hitting it up. Gonna tap it right over the net. Katie returning it. And into the net, and that is game point. Congratulations to 5U. That was a good fought game between both teams. Neither wanted to give it up in any of the sets. Congratulations to 5U, and good try to Katie.